Hi, Dr. Gary here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to take the script that you created in the last video and how to input that into easyprompter.com so that you can use that for shooting your videos. And then I'll show you the settings that you're going to use in easyprompter, and then I'm going to take you downstairs to my photo and video studio so you can see how basic and how simple and how inexpensively you can set up the same thing to shoot your own videos. And once you learn how to do this, you'll be able to create any videos that you want. So let's get going. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how to take the video. So on my screen right there, you're going to see a script that I created for the last video. And so what you're going to do, this was just done in Microsoft Word. I used that drag and dictate like I talked about last time and created this script. It didn't take me very long. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this script. Probably goes a little farther, right to there, and copy it. I'm using my MacBook Pro. You can use PC. I recommend Macs if you have one because they're just a lot easier to use. But there are people that are doing the same exact thing with PC. So for this, I've used Microsoft Word. I copy it, and then I go over to easyprompter.com. So you just type into your web browser www.easyprompter.com, and then this is what comes up. And so in this big white area here, you're just going to click in there, and you're going to paste it. So once you paste your script, there it is into this area. And what I want you to do is go up to the top here where it says script for how to create your homepage video and put the cursor there and then hit return a couple times, maybe about 6 times, and move the script down a little bit, and then up at the top just type in any letter. You can put in a T if you want. It doesn't really matter what the letter is. And this will make more sense in a minute why we do this. So then you can change your prompter settings if you want, but it's just as easy to do this here in a minute. So once you've put your script in there, hit Start Prompt, and then your screen looks just like this. So you can see where it says hit play to start, and there's that T that I put in there. Now down here at the bottom are your settings. So what I want you to do is change the setting for the speed from 7 down to 3. And then the size of the font is this 75. I want you to change that up to 110. You can pick whatever you want. This is just what's worked for me. So 3 for the font size, 110. I'm sorry, 3 for the speed, 110 for the font size. Now the play button is right over here. So what happens when you're going to shoot your video is you're going to start your camera. So I have a remote. You're going to see this in a minute when we go downstairs. I have a little remote that will start my camera recording, and then I'm going to go over and hit the start button right here, the play button. And once I do that, then the screen starts to move up. And the reason I created all that space right there is to give me enough time to go back and sit down and get ready to do my script. And so I'm going to let the script move all the way up until it's right about there. And I'll do it right now. So it'll say, this video is about how to create your script for your homepage video so that you can articulate your why and attract those patients that believe what you believe. Previously we discussed the value of knowing your why and why your practice exists, and the why of your practice. The second video is about how important it is to utilize video on the internet so that you can articulate your why to prospective new patients as well as build your practice utilizing video. Now I could keep going on with this, but that's basically how I do it. So when I am 15 feet away from my computer, you can't tell that I'm reading. And the big advantage of this is that you don't have to remember your script. All you've got to do is be able to say your script in a way where you keep your eyes soft and you have a smile on your face and you talk naturally and comfortably and at a pace that works for you. For me, that was a pace of 3, and you can practice with it yourself and see what works for you. So from here, I'm going to take you down, like I said, and show you my video area. It's not fancy. And in fact, we're doing some remodeling right now, so it's even kind of messy, but I wanted to show it to you so that you know that it doesn't have to be a big deal. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on it. You can You can buy a green screen at Hobby Lobby for probably $35 and just put it up into a room. You don't need fancy lights. Many times with the new cameras now, you don't even need lights. You can get to go to Best Buy and get pretty much any Sony Handycam that has an external mic jack, and you can use that. So for a few $100s, say $500 or $600, you can set up a really nice video room where you can shoot your videos. So that's all for here. I'm going to take you down right now and show you my video area. So now we're down in my basement. Here's the steps leading up to my practice. Here's the steps coming down, and we're in our conference area where we have lunches and we have all of our meetings. And over here is our vision board that we're right in the process of redoing. You can see the cue cards that are up there. That'll soon be pictures. Over here we've got our laboratory where we do all of our splints and difficult cases and stuff like that. So back here is our area where we have our supplies, but it's also our video studio and our picture studio. And I'm bringing you back here to show you that it isn't very fancy. There's not much to it. These are the shirts that I wear. We're right now, we just redid our computer, so we've got a bunch of old computer stuff down here, and I'm embarrassed to show you this, but I'm going to show you anyways because we're getting rid of it. And then as you walk around here, you can see this is our video and photo studio. So you're looking at the green screen right now. Up higher we've got different rolls of paper. We've got white, blue, and black that you can pull down, and behind them both we've got that metal, that kind of aluminum background. And then we've got some lights. You can do this without lights if you want. We just happen to have these because my brother does a lot of photos. And then I have my stool that I sit in as I'm talking. And so if we look here, we've got my wired mic that you see, and we've got the remote control for the camera. And one of the tricks is you want to have where you're sitting to be a little bit away from the background that you're using so you won't have a shadow on it. And then we've got the different lights, and then I'm going to sit down in this on the stool, and there you can see my computer and the camera right above the height of the computer. Now that's about 15 and maybe 17 feet away from me. And I just kind of rigged something up. It's on a stool, which is on a case that holds my computer. And let me show you from the side. But you can see it just goes right to the edge of the camera. And so what I'll do is I'll use the remote to start the camera as I'm starting the teleprompter. And I'll show you a little trick with that when I work with you on the teleprompter. But it's very simple. So I just sit there and, 15 feet away and go through my script, and you can't tell that I'm reading it. So just wanted to real quickly show this to you, and I hope this helps. So that's it for today's video. If you have any questions or any problems, or you want any help with setting up your video studio or how to use the teleprompter, just send me an email and I'm happy to get back to you and help you, because I really want you guys to be able to utilize this so you can create as many videos as you'd like, because the more able you are to create great videos for your ideal new patient, the more you're going to attract them. So let me know if there's any way I can help you, and I look forward to our next video.